Lucky for you, you can now travel without swapping physical SIM cards. I'm going to tell you how, and then I've got links in the description for some of the best deals which help support this channel at no extra cost to you. This is one of those quiet tech upgrades that completely changes how your phone works, especially if you travel, juggle numbers, or just hate unnecessary friction. If you've ever dealt with SIM cards, roaming fees, or swapping plans while standing in an airport, this one's for you. So, what is an eSIM? eSIM stands for Embedded Subscriber Identity Module. Makes sense why they abbreviated it. Go to any store worldwide and ask for an Embedded Subscriber Identity Module, and you're receiving only weird looks. You know that tiny SIM card you have to eject with a paperclip, lose immediately, and then panic about? An eSIM is the digital version of that, built directly into your phone. No card, no tray, nothing to swap. It's already there when the device is made, and instead of physically inserting anything, you download your cellular plan through software. That means your phone can identify itself to a carrier, connect to a network, and switch plans without touching a single piece of hardware. Neat, right? Here's where eSIMs actually get interesting. Because everything's software-based, your phone can store multiple carrier profiles at the same time. Multiple plans, multiple numbers, one device. So instead of carrying two phones or messing with SIM swaps, you can do things like keep your home number active for calls and texts while using a separate eSIM for cheap data while traveling. Or switch plans instantly without visiting a store or waiting for a card in the mail. If you travel internationally, this is a game changer. You land, connect, and move on with your life. No kiosks, no roaming shock, no stress. It's like having a digital wardrobe of phone plans you can change into whenever you need. Now, let's talk compatibility, because this one matters if your device actually supports it. The good news, most modern phones already do. It's just worth a quick Google if you're using one that's at least like 6, 7 years old. And it's not just phones anymore. eSIMs show up in tablets, smartwatches, cars, even drones. Anywhere devices need cellular data without extra hardware, eSIMs make sense. Fun fact, in the US, Apple removed the physical SIM tray entirely, starting with the iPhone 14. If you have one, eSIM isn't optional, it is the system. That's not a trend, that's a direction, and it tells you where the whole industry is headed. So why are companies and users moving this way? A few big reasons. First, cost control. eSIMs make it easy to use local or regional data plans instead of paying international roaming fees that quietly drain your bank account. Second, convenience. No stores, no waiting, no hardware. You download a plan, tap a button, and you're connected. It's one of those things that feels obvious once you use it. Third, security. Because there's no physical card, an eSIM can't be removed if your phone is lost or stolen. That makes it harder to tamper with and easier to lock down remotely. Your carrier profile stays protected inside your device. Fourth, device design. Removing the SIM tray frees up internal space. Space manufacturers can use for better batteries, camera, or durability. It's one small change that unlocks better hardware overall. And finally, less waste. No plastic cards, no packaging, no shipping millions of tiny objects around the world. It's a quieter sustainability win, but a real one. Now, quick reality check, eSIMs aren't perfect. You do need an internet connection, usually Wi-Fi, to activate one. So if you're completely offline, setup can be tricky. Switching an eSIM from one phone to another also isn't as instant as swapping a physical card. It's doable, but it takes a few extra steps. And of course, older phones without eSIM hardware simply won't support it. If your device was made before 2017 or 2018, you're probably out of luck. None of these are deal breakers for most of you, but they're worth knowing. All right. So if you're sold on the idea of using an eSIM, especially for travel, you're probably wondering, which one should I actually get? There are a bunch of eSIM providers out there now. Airalo is one of the bigger names. Olafly markets themselves heavily. There's also Nomad, Roamless, and a few others that all do basically the same thing. They sell you data plans for international travel. But the one we usually recommend? Saily. Here's why. First, it's stupid simple to use. You download the app, pick your destination from over 200 countries, choose your plan, and you're done. The eSIM profile installs once, and then any future plans you buy just get added to that same profile. You're not juggling a bunch of different digital SIM cards every time you travel somewhere new. Second, the pricing is really competitive, especially for smaller data packages. If you need 1 to 5 gigs of data, Saley tends to beat most competitors on price. They've got plans starting as low as a couple bucks for short trips. So even though I'd consider it best, it is one of those rare times where, depending on your trip, it's also the most cost-effective. Third, and this is huge, unlimited hotspot sharing. A lot of eSIM providers cap your tethering at like 500 megs a day, which is basically useless if you're trying to work from your laptop or share your connection with a travel buddy. Saley doesn't do that. You can share as much as you want. They also throw in some nice extras like a built-in ad blocker and web protection, which can actually save you data while you're browsing. It's not revolutionary, but it's a nice touch. Now, Saley isn't perfect. It's data only, which means you can't receive SMS verification codes for certain local apps like bike rentals or ride shares that need a text to confirm your account. That's pretty standard for travel eSIMs, but it's worth mentioning. And unlike some pay-as-you-go options, Saley plans have fixed validity periods, 7 or 30 days, so if you don't use all your data, it doesn't roll over. But for most travelers, Saley hits the sweet spot of price, convenience, and reliability. It just works, and that's what matters when you're navigating a new city and need Google Maps to actually load. If you're looking for a solid eSIM provider to start with, give Saley a shot. It's affordable, it's easy, and it'll save you the headache of dealing with international roaming fees or hunting down SIM cards in foreign airports. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.